They say success is the best revenge, but Ethan Cole, the youngest CEO of a billion-dollar tech company, didn't feel successful at all the night he got the invitation to his ex's engagement party. His chest tightened as he read the embossed gold letters announcing Sophia Daniels' engagement celebration. The woman he once thought he'd marry was about to marry someone else, and everyone in their elite circle would be there to witness how perfectly she had moved on. But what no one expected or broken bar was that Ethan would show up with someone who would outshine everyone in the room and change his heart forever. Story begins. Ethan Cole wasn't just any CEO, he was the man everyone admired but no one truly knew. Sharp suits, calm tone, flawless composure, as life was a collection of achievements that looked enviable from the outside. But behind closed doors, Ethan's penthouse felt empty, silent, and cold. He hadn't dated anyone seriously since Sophia, the woman who'd broken his heart 2 years ago when she left him for someone who had time for love, not just work. So when the invitation arrived, Ethan felt a familiar sting. He didn't want to go, but skipping it would make him look bitter, and Ethan Cole never looked weak. He needed to make an appearance, and that's when his best friend and assistant, Ryan, had an idea. Why not take a date? Ryan suggested, tapping on his tablet. "Summy in a broken bar unexpected. You walk in with a woman who makes everyone stare, especially Sophia." Ethan chuckled. "You're suggesting I hire a fake girlfriend?" "Not just anyone." Ryan smirked. "I know someone who could pull it off." That's how Ethan met Leila Benatay, a freelance designer, a little quirky, definitely outspoken, and nothing like the polished women he usually dated. She wore vintage clothes, painted her nails in wild colors, and had a laugh that filled the room. The moment she walked into his office, late by 3 minutes and unapologetic about it, Ethan knew she'd be trouble. "I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not," Leila said, folding her arms. "If you want a robot date, hire a model. But if you want someone real, I'm your girl." Something about her confidence intrigued him. She wasn't intimidated by his status or money. Against his usual instincts, Ethan agreed. "You're hired." The night of the engagement party, the venue was pure luxury, chandeliers dripping with crystals, champagne towers, and a crowd of high society faces. Ethan arrived in a tailored black suit, but the moment Leila stepped out of the car beside him, every head turned. She wore a simple midnight blue gown, elegant but understated, with her hair swept loosely to one side. Her confidence was magnetic. Even before they reached the entrance, whispers filled the air. "Who is she? She's stunning. She doesn't look like the usual type Ethan brings a broken bar." Sophia turned, her eyes widening. For a brief second, her perfect smile faltered. Ethan noticed, and for the first time in a long while, he didn't feel the sting of heartbreak. Instead, he felt proud. Leila slipped her arm through his and whispered, "You're welcome." He couldn't help but laugh. A night to remember. Throughout the evening, Leila charmed everyone. She laughed with strangers, complimented the staff, even convinced a group of stuffy executives to join her in a spontaneous dance. She wasn't pretending, she was just herself. And Ethan couldn't look away. When Sophia finally approached them, her fiancé tilted copy right beside her, Leila smiled warmly. "You must be Sophia," she said, extending her hand. "I've heard a lot about you." Sophia smiled tightly. "All good things, I hope." "All true things," Leila said softly, eyes twinkling. Sophia excused herself soon after, and Ethan realized something. Leila had turned what was supposed to be a night of quiet humiliation into a night of light and laughter. After the party, on the drive home, Leila kicked off her heels and sighed. Well, that was exhausting. Pretending to be the charming fake girlfriend of a stoic CEO, hard work. Ethan smirked. "You seemed to enjoy it." "I did," she admitted. "You're not as scary as people think, just lonely." Her words hit deeper than she realized. For a long moment, the car was quiet. Then Ethan said softly, "You were incredible tonight." "Thank you." Leila turned to him. "You don't have to thank me. Just promise me something." "What's that?" "Next time, don't show up to prove someone wrong. Show up because you know you're enough." Her words lingered long after she left that night. Weeks later, Ethan found excuses to see Leila again, a business meeting, a design project, lunch by coincidence. She challenged him, teased him, and slowly cracked open the walls he'd built around his heart. She didn't care about his money or his status, she cared about him. One evening, they were sitting on the rooftop of his building, watching the city lights. Ethan finally spoke. "You know, this started as a fake date," he said quietly. "I know," Leela smiled. "But somewhere between the champagne and the dancing, it stopped feeling fake." Ethan looked at her, truly looked at her, and realized that for the first time in years, he felt peace, not the cold silence of success, but the warm, chaotic peace that comes when you let someone in. Epilogue. At the full circle. Months later, Ethan and Leela attended another party at this time, together, no pretense. When people whispered about them now, Ethan didn't care. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. Sophia saw them again that night. She smiled, genuinely this time. "You look happy," she told him. "I am," Ethan replied, glancing at Leela. "I finally figured out what matters." As they danced under the golden lights, Leela looked up and whispered, "You still think success is the best revenge?" Ethan shook his head. Happiness is." And for the first time, the CEO who once thought he had everything realized that the only thing worth stealing that night wasn't the spotlight, a broken bar. It was his heart.